Carlos's area is very unique in that he handles in Austin all the downtown business area and the University of Texas. The greatest amount of New York Times subscribers, the greatest amount of Wall Street Journal subscribers, and Statesman. It's one of the biggest areas that the American Statesman has.
My area is difficult in the sense that it's a new challenge every day. It's not the same old delivery system every day.
In a typical day, Carlos has to wear a lot of different hats.
I think we need to deliver it closer to the door. Yeah, see right here, it says deliver paper to the door, because I think somebody took it.
Okay.
You know, in the early morning hours, we have the prep, the setup, making sure the carriers are receiving the products, the right amount of products, any problems that they had during the day, we had those problems resolved. Then there's the actual delivery shift, and then there's the redelivery shift / other. Anything that doesn't get covered in the first 2 shifts that has to be done that day gets done in the 3rd shift.
He then puts on his customer service hat, if you want, to where he's contacting customers that have had issues or are having issues with their delivery.
A lot of offices, businesses in the downtown area, leasing offices, they don't open until 8, 9, sometimes as late as 10 in the morning. So I actually have to make myself available later in the morning in my area. As soon as the Statesman ends, the world wakes up. And so I'm the link that overlaps both areas to kind of bring a middle ground.
There's lots of things that can happen on a given morning. And Carlos is the type of person that you know, although his schedule may have this hour to that hour, he understands that and puts in the time that it takes to get the job done. Sometimes that's within the shift, but most of the time it's not.
The way I see my job, it's not me versus the job, it's me becoming the job. And when you think of it in that way, you know, there is no stress. You are the job, you know, and so it's easier to cope and just, you know, like I said, roll with the punches and deal with it. You know, a lot of people get stressed out. They look at numbers, they look at figures, they look at stats, and I just see that as a challenge, as an opportunity, you know, to do better, to become better.
Something that Carlos was very instrumental in doing is that prior to him taking over the area, we were having a lot of delivery issues, specifically with our New York Times accounts, especially in the area of the dormitories on the University of Texas. He was instrumental in setting up news racks in front of the dormitories that have locks on them, where the students could go every morning, put in the combination, open the lock, and get their New York Times.
Coming up with this new delivery system and spreading these lock boxes throughout campus give each student a central point to go to pick up their newspaper. So this helps us delivering the product to the student while the student knows they can receive the product every day.
Carlos did such a good job in the student campaign that the New York Times representatives sent a letter saying how appreciative they were.
Their complaint numbers have gone down dramatically, and they couldn't be more pleased that they're ensuring a good readership number, as well as the Wall Street Journal and Statesman. It's different challenges every time, every day. You know, no matter where you go, where you deliver, which area, which part of town, it's always something new, and that's what I like. It's kind of like the Army slogan, be all you can be, and this job has definitely helped me to become that in more ways than one.
In the 7 years that Carlos and I have worked together, he's never shunned a challenge, and that's one of the qualities that makes him who he is. He just doesn't want an area that just kind of goes by itself. He's willing to put in the time. He gets a lot of satisfaction in making sure that the customers are satisfied, and really his day ends when he feels that he's done that. He's just been really good for the company. He's the right man for this particular area. Because we need a good communicator, we need a good representative for the American Statesman, and Carlos definitely, you know, fulfills that role for us in the American Statesman.